When it comes to Normani releasing music, her label always manages to hit her with a clause. But I want to ask the bigger question, is Homegirl's career taking a temporary pause? Let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. So I wanted to go ahead and do a Normani update video. We haven't talked about my girl in a while, really because she hasn't really been up to too much. But I will say, as of today, the fans are kind of on her a little bit because in their eyes, she is not producing like she needs to produce. Now, the last time that we talked about her, she came out with her song Fair, which honestly didn't really fare that well. No pun intended. So Normani released her song Fair, and then she performed it on Jimmy Kimmel. The performance was great, but the song, it just was kind of late. Y'all, I liked the song when I first heard it, but out of all of Normani's songs, it is the one song that I do not listen to, if not at all, to be honest with you. Like, I played it maybe like once or twice, and that was pretty much it. Like, I still jam Wild Side every single day. I love Wild Side. I listen to all her other songs, like, for example, like those two songs she made with Calvin Harris, and also that song that she made with Black, Waves. That was the name of it, Waves. Like, I listen to like all of her music, but that song Fair, I just do not give it the time of day. And neither does her label either, because if you guys don't know, she was supposed to drop a video to Fair, and I think they may still be trying to go forward with it, but in my honest opinion, Normani, you just need to go ahead and let Fair go. Like, Fair was a failure. I know it's hard because she was pouring her heart out in that song, but Fair, it flopped. It flopped. We just gotta keep it real. Like, I know that is soul crushing, especially when you like write from the actual heart, but it flopped. It's time to move on. I want to ask you guys, why do you guys think that Fair flopped? Me personally, I feel like for some reason this generation, they don't want to like they're not into like slower songs like that. But ultimately, Fair, while it was a good song, I could see how some people perceive it to be kind of boring. But Fair came out, it didn't do that well, and she's kind of just been kind of like laying low. Not really laying low, she still posts every now and then, but it's nothing really music related. But her fans are mad at her because she was supposed to release a song in May. She promised us, the fans, that she was going to be releasing a new single in May. But I think that ever since Fair didn't do that well, maybe all those plans were haunted behind the scenes because her label ultimately doesn't really support her to the fullest extent. They mainly support Doja Cat. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. It's like it's make or break for her down at RCA, and they see that she had one flop on her hands, and then it's just like, bam, like we're pulling the plug on everything. And you know, the main reason why I feel like Normani did not release a song this month is because these record labels today only care about TikTok. They only care about you going viral on TikTok. And I feel like they hold a lot of artists' music hostage if their previous songs did not go viral on TikTok or they did not have a top charting hit. And to show you guys proof about how record execs operate, that brings me to the artist by the name of Halsey. If you guys don't know who Halsey is, she is a big artist. She's been around for quite some time. I'm not the biggest fan of her music, but she is talented. Ironically, she put out a TikTok talking about how her music is being held hostage by her label because her label is mad that she did not get a top charting hit on TikTok. Like, TikTok has literally become the measurement of how successful your music is. TikToks today count as streams. Like, these execs want to see like how many times in rotation your song is on TikTok, or if your song has like a very like popular dance to it. Like, these kids always make up a dance to it, mainly the black ones. These artists want to see how big your song and music video is on TikTok, and if you are not producing a TikTok hit, they don't want to see the rest of it. And that's exactly what they're doing to Normani, because Fair was not a hit, especially because it wasn't on TikTok. I mean, I don't know how they expected a slow song to be a TikTok hit, but then again, Mooney Long's Hours and Hours was a hit song on TikTok, so I digress. But since they saw that it was not a hit, they just pulled the plug on the rest of it. Like, whatever Normani had coming in May, it has now just been held at bay. And it's sad because on top of her music being held hostage, down at RCA, like I said earlier, all they care about is Doja Cat. They have Doja Cat, Normani, and a slew of other very popular artists on that label, but Doja Cat is the hot commodity right now, and that is the main and probably only person that they're pushing. And also artists on RCA like Big Lotto. Lotto is getting pretty big too. They're like slowly like pushing her, and they're also slowly pushing Tim's as well. But all of them are getting priority over Normani. You know, it's kind of sad in the music industry these days, like these big record labels that have these major artists still only push one person at a time. Like for example, down at Rock Nation, they only seem to be pushing Megan Thee Stallion. Like J. Cole was not getting a push, Meek Mill is flopping, and a lot of other artists aren't really chart topping. I mean, I guess that's fine if you see somebody like really on the come up and you want to push them hard, but at the same time, like you guys are literally signing all these major artists to a label and you're not really doing anything with them. It's kind of like they have to fend for themselves. Like for example, Meek Mill's last project completely flopped, and I think he low-key has issues with Rock Nation, but like nobody's gonna like step up to Jay-Z. Like nobody has the balls to do that. But it must suck as an artist knowing that you are immensely talented and you have a lot of creativity and projects in the stash, but you can't release your music and you're literally sitting in limbo and sitting on a shelf collecting dust. And that leads me to my last question. Do you guys think Normani is going to eventually give up? Or also, do you think the label is going to drop her? Because, you know, we've been talking about this album for the past 3 years and the album still has yet to come. Like, hopefully it's coming soon, later this year. I mean, we are in Mercury retrograde right now, so I don't really expect anything, like, amazing to drop soon. But I will say, it's like, it's make or break with her constantly. It's like, if her next single flops, bam, the album will be delayed. Like her single's already delayed from what I think. You know, I'm pretty intuitive. I feel like the single that's supposed to come this month, they're probably going to push it back a few more months because Affair didn't do that well. But if this single flops, then they're going to push back the album. If the album flops, then she's going to be pushed out the label. Being in this industry is like popularity. You know, back in the old day from that movie Love Don't Cost a Thing, popularity is work to get in, work to stay in. And that's exactly what you have to do in the industry. You have to put in the work to get in, and you have to put in double the work to stay in. And I know Normani is behind the scenes doing the damn thing, trying her hardest, but at the same time, I can understand why the fans are frustrated too, because it's like you give us these promises and then you never like deliver on them. And also coupled with the fact that she did put out a tweet, I can't find it because I think she deleted it, but it was about her saying that like sometimes people are separated from their occupation, like basically alluding to that she needed a work-life balance, and a lot of these artists need a work-life balance. And I can only imagine the pressure that these artists have to go through, because it's just like, well damn, like you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, but yet it's not generating any views or clicks for you. Like it's not generating any dollar signs, because let's keep it real, like for the most part, people are not making money off of their music. People are in this industry being held on the shelf and not making money. The only way they're making money is if they get a brand deal or get a promotion or a sponsorship. But outside of that, their actual music, especially if it's not being released, they're not making any damn money. So therefore, that leads to a lot of these new artists want to give up, because it's like, damn, I'm putting in all this work and I'm not getting anything out of it. And that sentiment came straight from Chloe Bailey, who confirmed literally everything that I've been saying this entire time. Now, I know you guys hate that I bring her up every time I talk about Normani, but I just want to say that she did come out and say that like you don't make money from your music, and also she was a producer too, and she was producing on her own songs. But yet she's not getting the producer's pay as well. So she's doing double the work for barely any money. So in this industry, it's like you're barely making any money. I can see why these artists want to just kind of just give up. And I can see why a lot of artists want to give up, because they want to focus on their art and get paid for it. But if they're not getting paid for any of it, then they can't really focus on their artistry. So it just ends up being a big cluster of nothing. My thing is though, Normani, you've come this far, don't give up. Like you're going to see the rainbow at the end of this damn storm, girl. Like whatever you're going through, just keep it pushing, because for one, you're all we have. Like you're like the one girl in this industry that makes good music, can dance and sing and look pretty while doing it. Not a lot of these girls on the current roster right now can do what you do. And then on top of that, I know y'all hate the Beyonce comparisons, but let's keep it real. Beyonce, in my opinion, I think she's going to put out one more album, and that's going to be it. So after that, we need to start ushering in the girls that are Beyonce's sons, basically. They can kind of fill the void and basically they take the baton that she left and ran with it. So Normani girl, that's the lane that you're in and we need you. But yeah, y'all, let me know what you guys think about Normani and the current state of her career. Do you guys think that she's going to go on hiatus? And are you guys waiting for her next single and also her album? I know we're all waiting on the album, but like, are you still waiting on the album? But those are my views. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to come back at you guys with some more content.